General Hospital shock. Camilla is alive, comes back to take down Lois. In a bombshell twist that sends ripples across Port Charles, Joe's long-believed dead foster mother, Camilla Santiago, returns, very much alive and determined to bring down the woman she blames for everything, Lois Chirulo. For months, Gio has lived under the shadow of grief. He was told Camilla, his only real maternal figure, died in a suspicious fire years ago. Her body never recovered. Lois comforted him, even took him in, but something about her stories never sat right. Now, as Gio struggles with his temper and broken trust, his entire world turns upside down. Camilla reappears in a stunning moment at the Port Charles courthouse, just as Gio is about to testify in a minor assault case. Dressed in black, with her once burned past now rewritten, she says 3 words that freeze everyone. "I'm not dead." Panic spreads. Reporters storm the hallways. Gio collapses in shock. Dante and Chase race to secure the area as Camilla steps forward with documents, photos, and audio recordings, proof she faked her death, but not by choice. Camilla's first stop is the DA's office, where she unveils a mountain of evidence showing that Lois orchestrated her disappearance, including threatening phone calls from Lois ordering Camilla to leave Gio behind or face consequences, forged fire reports and bribes to local emergency services, a recorded confession from an old mob associate saying Lois paid him to torch Camilla's safe house. The motive? Lois wanted full control of Gio, his trust fund, his musical future, and the emotional loyalty she felt was owed to her family. When Gio visits Camilla at the safe house, he's a wreck. "You left me. I buried you. You made me live with them, her." Camilla, teary-eyed, tries to explain. "I didn't want to go. I was forced. She had connections, money, and you were just a child. I had no way to fight back." Gio demands proof. Camilla gives him an old pendant he made for her when he was 7, one he believed burned in the fire. He breaks down. But what hurts most is realizing Lois lied to him every day since. Lois, usually sharp and feisty, is visibly shaken. She denies the accusations at first, claiming Camilla's return is a stunt and accusing her of being unstable. She was an addict. She endangered Gio. "I did what I had to do." But when confronted with the forged documents and the voice recording, her defense begins to crumble. Sonny tries to intervene quietly, fearing more headlines that damage the Corinthos name. Lois fires back at Sonny. "You knew what I did. You helped cover the damn funeral." The courtroom gasps. Sonny stays silent. Lois' ex-husband Ned and her best friend Olivia are horrified. Olivia, especially, is torn between her loyalty and her moral compass. Brooklyn is devastated. Her mother, her role model, faked a woman's death and manipulated a grieving child. "Ma, please tell me this isn't all true." Lois whispers, "I did it to protect him from her." But as the layers peel back, it becomes clear Lois' motives were selfish, driven by jealousy, greed, and emotional possessiveness. Camilla sues Lois for attempted murder, fraudulent declaration of death, emotional and psychological abuse, financial exploitation of a minor. The Port Charles press explodes with coverage. Reporters dub it the foster fraud scandal. Dante, though close to Lois through family ties, is assigned to protect Camilla as new threats emerge. Someone tries to sabotage Camilla's car, hinting that Lois may not be acting alone. As everything unravels, Gio pulls away from everyone. He stops speaking to Lois, stops attending music gigs. He's angry, lost, spiraling again. He visits Brando's grave. He needs someone to talk to, even if it's just a stone. "They all lied to me. I don't know who I am anymore." Camilla finds him there. She promises, "You're not what they made you. You're better. You're mine." Gio cries for the first time in years. But trust doesn't rebuild overnight. Camilla is attacked at GH late one night after leaving an appointment. She's pushed down a stairwell but survives. The attacker is masked, but security footage reveals a link. Lois' former driver, recently fired. Police arrest the man. In interrogation, he admits, "She paid me to scare her." not kill her. Lois is now facing conspiracy to commit assault, in addition to her growing list of charges. At her trial, Lois initially pleads not guilty. But as the evidence mounts, her lawyers push for a plea deal. She rejects it, desperate to salvage her reputation. Camilla takes the stand. Her testimony is heart-wrenching. She made me disappear, took my son, watched him grieve me for years. And she slept well every night while I cried in silence, hiding in places I never should have had to be. Lois stares at her, a single tear falling. But she says nothing. The courtroom is silent. And then the verdict. Guilty. Lois is sentenced to 7 years, with parole in 4. The courtroom is filled with mixed emotions: regret, betrayal, pain. Brooklyn vows to never become like her mother. Sonny refuses to help Lois, saying, "You crossed a line I can't clean up." Ned files for full guardianship of any remaining Chirulo assets tied to Gio. Gio, still struggling, begins therapy with Kevin Collins. Camilla moves into a small Port Charles cottage with Gio temporarily, trying to rebuild their bond. Lois, from her jail cell, sends one final letter to Gio. "I know you hate me. I know I destroyed something sacred. But I loved you. Twisted as it was, you were the one pure thing I had left. I hope someday you'll remember the good, not just the lies." Gio reads it and burns it. Good mothers don't bury the truth. They protect it. He walks away, finally free of her shadow, and the final scenes of the arc. Gio performs a new song at the Port Charles Arts Gala, dedicated to his real mom. Camilla smiles in the front row, holding back tears. Brooklyn and Gio share a nod. He forgives her, even if he can't forgive Lois. Olivia attends the performance but leaves quietly, emotionally wrecked. As Camilla and Gio leave the gala, she says, "This is just the beginning." Gio replies, "Then let's never go back."